welcome to day 30 of Getting the Lead Out. And here is a huge batch of brew finished. I'm surprised by how quickly it went, but it's because I batch painted them. They're all pretty similar, except for the fur. And I try to get some variety in the fur colors, and to get around the problem of everything being brown, I painted some of them with gray fur. But their equipment then is pretty much similar across the board, so I could just batch paint them. And what do I do? There's one, oh, here's a shield where I actually free-handed a chaos rune. It's very sloppy, and it's not, I have to point out, it's not just because I can't draw straight lines, also because it is a chaos and it's supposed to be a bit undisciplined, not very neat and pretty. Yeah, so that's them, and I was supposed to finish even more stuff, but what's not finished is this guy, because he was finished, but then I had varnished him and I was going to take him off the temporary base holder, and I broke off the wings again. And this is because it's a really heavy piece. This is a massive metal set of wings. And I was lazy and I just super glued it in place. I should have known that wouldn't hold. I'm gonna have to pin it. I'm gonna have to drill a pin in this and drill a hole and affix it more, you know, solidly before I can call this done. But otherwise, the paint job, I think, is okay. So, a lot of stuff happened. Here's the next bunch primed, ready to go. Now, there's only 8 miniatures here, but they're not going to go by as quick as the last 10, I think, because I don't think I can batch paint them the same way, because they're all different. Well, there's 2 ducks, 2 elves, 1 dwarf, and 3 dragon newts, and they all need to be painted slightly differently. So even though there's fewer models, it's probably going to take more time. Funny how that works. And here we have a view of the green stuff work I've done on the bigger monsters, hiding the seams here. For this one, it's just filling out the gap between the metal base and the plastic base a little bit, so there's a gradient. Then I'm going to put some basic material on that. On this one I didn't do anything except just glue it straight to the base. And for this one I'm still having a bit of trouble because it doesn't quite fit. I've been bending and filing and scraping away at it, and I'm almost there, but it still needs a bit more work. It's not very well planned out, this model. Oh well, I'll make it work eventually. And I just thought I'd show you, since we're coming up on the 31st day, this project, as I've mentioned before, is not going to be complete on day 31, but the end is in sight because this is all that's left. After all the minis that are in prep that you've seen are done, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys are it. And then I will be done with Getting the Lead Out 2016. That's something. And so the question for day 30 is, imagine that you are again addressing future participants in the Warboss Painting Challenge. What lessons have you learned? What wisdom do you wish to impart on future generations? Well, don't do what I did. Man, this was just a tad too ambitious. I mean, the number of minis I've painted, I'm getting through it. I'm gonna finish it in, like, I don't know, 34, 35 days. But it's only possible because I have all this time free during the summer. You know, if I'd been working at the same time, there's no way this could have been done. And even so, it's taken up most of my time every day. I mean, I've had to neglect other hobbies and things just to get through this. So yeah, I am not going to do anything this ambitious again. This was kind of pushing the limits. But then again, I would advise you, don't be afraid of testing your limits. Push yourself to the breaking point and see where it is, because how else are you going to learn? Anyway, that'll be it for today. Join me tomorrow for, hopefully, even more progress. See you then.